The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Somebody gotta say this shit, so piss a bitch. Fuck your government. I'm hesitant to holler out that I'm in. I represent hollow points and Mac tears. So don't think them shots coming out of them. Last thing that you see is Nat Turner's grin. I'm a savage, not your average white boy, my friend. We ain't shooting. Fuck red, white, and blue. Earth day nerve like militias in the booth. Spit that word like the wisdom in the tooth. Get that herb like I need a blunt or two. Fuck y'all all, each and every one of you. You niggas wanna stay asleep. Fuck you motherfuckers too. All you niggas ain't loyal. Fuck the government soil. Bring heat to the planet to this motherfucker boil. There's no more talk. Through the grave y'all walk. I talk for the slaves from the grave. It's war.
Good evening. I am your host, Irk the Nerve, aka Mr. Somebody. Everybody, somebody gotta say this shit. Oh, we are diving deep tonight. We have one of them shows that may get us hit bad with the algorithm. Salute, Roz Girl. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is one of them shows that's gonna get us hit. We already did a compelling show last Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. No. That was the show that we did at Tu Brute, dealing with the invasion or the raiding of the Capitol. So now we decided to step away from politics a little bit and go into the deeper realms of conversation. Now, I pride myself as a conspiracy theorist. Yes, I do. But I deal with historical conspiracies, conspiracies that have dates, documents, actual people behind the conspiracies that you can research. But there's other conspiracies that fucking scare me. And that's why I got my tinfoil hat on tonight.
I brought my
co-hosts have the tinfoil hats on tonight.
I gotta protect that fucking lovely cranium from the 5G radiation because you know they're trying to control me through the nanobots that they spray through the chemtrails, and once they turn on the 5G towers, they're gonna be able to control my brain through the nanobots that have been injected. And the vaccine, that's just the third part. That's the alien DNA that's going to complete the transformation. But for real, we're not going to get too far away from government today. You said we're going to, because our government has talked more about aliens than I think any of my friends have in the past, 6 months.
Well, I will say this. What's popping, Brianna Nielsen? She's off in here. Hey, you see us. We got to protect ourselves from the algorithms. We're about to say some crazy shit. I noticed that my co-host with the 12 gauge in the passenger seat.
Whoa! You ain't never got I'm in the cut, baby.
I'm just saying. I'm just making sure.
No, hey,
You know.
you don't ever got, you ain't never got to know what's behind you when you see my motherfucker picture.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, I'm the weirdest. I'm the weirdest friend you got. I know that I'm the weirdest friend you got. You know what I'm saying? So
taking that fuck to the grave.
I love you, bro. You know I love you. Hey, make sure your connection's straight, G, so we can get in on this. But right now, before we get started, real quick, I wanna go around. I want to start with Jay Wall real quick to make sure that Ace Illa. We usually start with Ace Illa because he's my man in the passenger seat. But I want to make sure his connection is correct. So I want to start with Jay Wall real quick and put a solo on his cam so he can introduce himself to the viewers.
It's your boy Jay Wall, El Presidente of the UHOA, United Hardheads of America. You can check us out Sunday nights at 8 right here on YouTube, United Hardheads of America, Instagram, and Facebook. But as you can see tonight, I am not a hard hat. Tonight I'm a tinfoil hat. And Casey told you about the 5G, and I'm just trying to go to bed without getting probed. You feel me? So
okay, let's see
what happens.
I think you moved a little bit too fast with your intro. Tell them what's going on again Sunday.
Oh, every Sunday night at 8 o'clock right here on YouTube, we are going live with the United Hardheads of America podcast. 1 hour straight comedy heat, whatever we can do to make you laugh or piss you off. We don't really care either way it goes. So you can check us out on here every Sunday night at 8, YouTube, United Hardheads of America. Hit the subscribe if you like it. If you don't, say something shitty in the comments and we'll roast you for an hour straight.
Thumbs down it if you want. The algorithm just likes interaction.
Yeah. I grew up on Cat Williams. The more haters, the better. Bring your smoke.
Mr. Puke, Carlos Crenshaw. Yes, sir, you are absolutely right. That is Mr. Puke himself. But he told you. He told you. Don't let that one vomite fool you.
No.
Because there's more in the tank.
The vomite from El Presidente.
We can always go to
like
the bar.
Like my man Doc Holliday said, like Doc Holliday said in one of my favorite movies, Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet.
Oh, your connection is horrible, my G.
Y'all there? We lost connection there for a second. Everybody disappeared. See that?
Right,
we getting too close to some wild.
Shit, here we go.
Shit,
here we go.
We all start
Make
buffering
sure my
like that.
Motherfucking aluminum is tight on
y'all
my motherfucking head.
Y'all fucking up my
All
reception.
this shit.
You're gonna have to adjust it.
Next all day's been working right, and now we start talking this shit.
We're going to fuck around, tune in to Nickelodeon. Keep that shit on your head if you want to.
Like my man Jay Wall said, make sure y'all tune in every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. It's UHOA podcast. And you're going to love this podcast. It's a podcast for construction workers, tradesmen, and anyone that wears steel-toe motherfucking boots. We're going to do comedy shit for you. And we got some shit that he's going to announce Saturday. So make sure that you watching. But I'm going to my man who's a gangster, so much of a gangster that he's not going to wear no motherfucking aluminum yarmulke. And I know that. So with that being said, Illa, introduce yourself, man.
What it do, man, with the driver, man? What's popping, man? Everybody, somebody, man. We gonna say this shit tonight. They got us on another planet, man. We on some George Clinton shit today. We finna bring the mothership out this motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now,
y'all know how we do, man.
Being that you are my co-host, my G, and you my PNC in the passenger seat with the 12 gauge.
Bang, bang.
You've also set up a demo for yourself, right?
Or what's the date? Thursday, right?
Yeah.
And tomorrow's Friday, right?
Right.
And after tomorrow is fucking doomsday.
True. And what does that mean?
Saturday.
Oh, come on, G. Give me my shit. Come on,
the aliens.
It's the aliens.
Hold
on.
Do that.
Rewind it, G. The aliens is fucking with us again.
Trying to work. Fuck
make sure your connection is good,
yeah,
G.
I see him trying to work, but look, I think we finna fight back. Go ahead.
Yeah. Tell them what you on this Saturday.
This Saturday, I'm starting my first podcast, man. I'm doing my first show on Ill's World Podcast, man. Y'all gotta tune in. What time we dropping, Herb?
Man, we're gonna do this show. I think we're gonna do this show Saturday, man. We're gonna do it around 7 o'clock just to introduce make sure everybody's right. Your time is a little bit different than mine. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Being that you in the Shy, you in the city. So, you know, we're gonna make sure that everything work out. I think we got some interviews to do, you know what I'm saying? But just to make sure that everybody know what we're doing, man.
Oh, I got some live interviews, man. Y'all gonna enjoy, man. I got some real people, man, that we're gonna interview. We're gonna host some good music. We're gonna have some good laughs, man. We're gonna talk about a few little real things pertaining to this music. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep it moving. You know, if y'all guess what? We got music.
Ill's World Podcast. This is a music podcast, music made by real people, and gonna be a real one, interviewing real people that make real music. And it could be some of your favorite artists in your local area. And if you want to set that interview up, get in contact with us. Ill's World Podcast. And just to let y'all know what's going on real quick before we get into the show, check this out.
It's Illa. Hey, let's go. Hi, bitch. I see you say for the spot since I said that, bitch. Woo, you looking at a motherfucker like you wish I died, bitch. True, can't say that shit when a nigga ain't even lying, bitch. Ooh, roll that motherfucker blunt, I'm trying to get high, shit. Ooh, that's that drop on the beat, let me spit this fire, shit. Cool, you got a 16 out of me, let's do it live, kid. Ooh.
Boy, y'all want to hear that whole joint, boy, y'all better go on, you know what I'm saying, my page, man. Y'all better go on that that Ill's World ACL production page and tune in. 7 o'clock Saturday, man. We are jumping off, man. Get y'all music together. Man, y'all want these interviews. I'm telling you, we got some hot interviews popping off, man. And for that, the ones that even know that's what's happening, man, I salute y'all, man, for even being a part of this on my first show. We're going to do this big.
Yeah. I told y'all. 3 the hard way.
And back to my drive.
I told you we was coming. Roz Girl, salute to Roz Girl in the chat.
Salute to Roz Girl, man, from day one, man. She been riding, man.
She understand. She understand how I walked in this game. I walked into the YouTube neighborhood, walked into the streets, and I walked in with my guys. And the takeover starts very, very soon. But salute Weary, Michael Weary. Good soldier on the battlefield. Sometimes we see it on opposite sides of the spectrum, but I respect a good soldier. He holds his own. He never backs down from a good fight. And
that's man shit.
So that's man shit. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's man shit. Fuck that. We rocking with that. We ain't in our feelings. We
ain't in our feelings at all. But with that being said, let's get into the motherfucking conversation. We got our aluminum on. My man J-Wall dropped out. I guarantee you the motherfucking algorithm got him.
Back.
The algorithm.
They got to work.
We start talking about this. We start talking about this alien shit.
He didn't have his hat adjusted properly.
They want to make you look crazy. They want to make you look crazy when you start talking about alien shit, right? You know, of course, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they have bases that they've been talking and telling us about for over 60 years, you know, holding fucking top secret motherfucking.
Oh, come on. We all came up with Area 51, man. We all knew about the stories of Area 51. This is part of the American lexicon, man. As old as
It took me a minute, sis. I thought it was a strip club. I'm sorry.
It probably is. I wouldn't doubt it. Got some of them like 5-arm tentacle bitches. I imagine what she's gonna do. Out of this world, right? But I don't think I think we have a tendency to call people crackpots who believe in aliens. But I think over the last I don't know 6 months, year,
I believe in them.
Our government has come out and said, like, hey guys, we have some evidence. The Pentagon released some videos from pilots. We've got attached to this COVID relief bill that just got signed. There's a 180-day countdown for the Pentagon and our spy agencies to tell us what they know about UFOs. It's weird. That was a huge bill. There was all kinds of crazy shit in it. This is one of the things. So we got 120 days or so, and we're gonna find out something. I don't know if I trust these motherfuckers to actually tell us what they know, but they're gonna tell us.
First of all, why the fuck is the word abbreviation UFO attached to the fucking COVID shit? Whoa.
Because that bill was an omnibus bill, man. They packed every, it had, I don't know how many, 40 bills packed into one. Everyone's favorite pork products, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get fucking cows fucking.
This is how our Congress works, man. Or it doesn't work.
Like, throw that in there too. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you're not gonna tell me like something's not going on, like something's going on, man. Because I mean, just a few months back, you talk about this space force that the government starts.
Yeah, right after this Pentagon release video. Should we share the Pentagon videos? Has everyone seen? Hey, you seen these?
No, sir.
This is crazy. Please. I don't know if our viewers have seen it.
Roger. There's troubleshooting. Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow. Look at it fly.
That's official?
That's official. Now, those leaked like a year ago, and people said these are from the Pentagon, yada, yada, Air Force pilots. And it took them like 8 months to own up to it. But the Pentagon came out and said, yeah, these are videos from our planes. We don't know, we don't know what they are. So here's another one. They just get crazier, man, crazier and crazier. And guys, I apologize if the audio's too loud. That was a little loud in my ears.
You all right.
Get ready to turn it down if it's going to blow your ears up.
Dude, this is a fucking drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like... Look at that thing! It's rotating.
Now, I think you got to ask yourself though, like,
real
what
quick,
is it?
Mike Worry, Behold the Pale Horse, one of my favorite books. In fact,
First book you put me on, Art. Remember that?
One of the first books I put my G on when I met him when he came down from Chicago.
Hey, real talk. First book.
I also gave that book to my woman's father as a Christmas gift maybe 9 years ago.
I wish we could talk about the other one, but I'll leave that alone.
Book is a deep book. Mike Worry's on some shit. He know what he's talking about.
They killed that poor man.
I ain't talking about that book.
They murdered him in the threshold of his own door.
He said it though.
They murdered him. Yeah, he said it. He said it on many broadcasts. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it was no mystery. So my thing is this. So, Case, how long would you say that these flyovers, these sightings, these I guess I would say visual interactions, as far as them you can see them in the sky. You know what I'm saying? How long do you think this been going on? You know what I'm saying?
Time immemorial? I don't know, man. I mean, we got, hieroglyphs that have some shit that looks awful lot like helicopters and flying saucers.
Planes and jets.
You've got reports of UFOs since time immemorial, man. I don't think forever. I mean, if they're here, they've been here, is how I feel, man. It seems a little crazy that the government could keep something like that secret, that all the world's governments could keep that big of a secret for such a long time. But, then again, they declassify documents every day, man.
Shit, I mean, but what's the purpose?
Yesterday.
What do you think the purpose is, though?
Well, if you believe this man, Haim Eshed, who worked for the Fisher Institute of Air and Space Strategic Studies, recently came out on his deathbed. I think he was involved in the Israeli Air Force. He said that President Trump knows about the extraterrestrials. Lots of people know about them, but that the Galactic Federation doesn't think that we're at a stage of humanity that will, understand it, that will be able to handle it. And that's been the line. I mean, that's been the line since I was reading William Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
That it's hidden because we won't understand. And I don't understand that. I mean, I feel like what is there to not understand? I don't know, man. What is there to not understand? If there's aliens out there and they've got technology and shit, like, welcome to the club. Come on, man. Let's party. Show us what's up. Let us get your knowledge. At the same time, how the fuck do you trust a civilization that came from 6,000 light years away and shows up at your door? That's a hard thing. That's a hard ask, man. We've been warring with each other.
I mean, my question is, how could you not?
With people with different skin color.
My question is, how could you
99% like each other? Who knows what these motherfuckers look like? Like,
my point is, I mean, but how could you not trust them? I mean, you're saying, why would you trust them? I'm saying, why wouldn't you?
Because we know about,
if they have the ability to travel, if they have the ability to travel light years, and all we have through our millions and millions of years of human evolution, all we've really been able to achieve collectively is to pollute our oceans, pollute our skies, and ruin the only planet that we don't know how to fucking leave.
I think that's where the mistrust is, right? For me, humans, when you come across another group of humans that don't look like you, chances are they're there to conquer you. Up until very recent history. I mean, we're talking, a few hundred years. I feel like
that's unproven. Because you're only going by a human construct.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You only
That's
going by
all
the
we had
human
debated
idea.
on, right? Like
we tend to human beings tend to put human concepts and ideas on a species.
Is it human though? I mean, do lions eat the hyenas? You know, I mean, are there predator prey
yeah.
relationships wound throughout the web of life?
No.
Absolutely.
See, the
I
thing
feel
is,
like
human beings are a species that murder for fun. You know what I'm saying? Very few species.
We've seen it in dolphins.
Yeah, very few species do that though. And there are species that do it, but there are very few. And with that being said, we have the ability for a rationale. You know what I'm saying? We have the cognitive thinking. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's like we tend to put the ideas that are attributed to only attributed to, because that's the only example that we had.
Let me turn the tables real quick. Why would you believe that some aliens just spent who knows how much uranium fuel to get them here? You know, who knows what amount of alien effort took to build the spaceships, and they came here and they don't want anything? Like, why'd you come? So let me turn the tables on you. Why would you think they would not have some sort of predatorial, response to us, unless they're weaker than us?
I honestly wouldn't. I honestly couldn't say that they would or would not. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I kind of tend to stay away from these type of conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? As you know what I'm saying, since I tend to stay on the conspiracies that I can put a historical date on. Right. You know what I'm saying? With when we dive into topics like this and issues like this, it tends to get me in a place where I'm uncomfortable. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know their purpose. I don't know how long they've been here. And for me, being a rationalist, not knowing their purpose, you know what I'm saying, not knowing their reasoning for being here, from going place to place and trying to figure out what's going on, is a problem for me.
And you'd have to trust whoever's bringing you this information. It's like, what is it, Project Bluebeam, that the conspiracy theorists are talking about, where the government has been trying to create some sort of alien event that will create a new religion and get everyone to fall in line behind them. I would have a hard time trusting my own government to come out and say some shit about aliens. I trust the motherfuckers that say they got abducted and anal probed before I trust the NSA to tell me what's what. So, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And maybe that's why they can't come down. Maybe because that's we haven't reached a place of trust within society to where something that large from outside of our narrow scope of reality, like, we can't even deal with it. We're not equipped. We don't have the tools. We couldn't even talk about it. We'd be like, nah, these motherfuckers are lying. They're trying to get my tax money. They're trying to put me in camps. Dog, like, fuck this shit. Unless I'm seeing them and I'm shaking their hand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty much like, I got no opinion, man. I mean, and I watch these videos. I see the Pentagon video, they're UFOs. Who knows? I think you got some autopsy videos. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. All you can do is watch them. But I tell you what, the first thing I think is fake every time I see one.
Yeah.
Fake.
Absolutely. Every time. Here's my
What happened, Jay? Why would shut you down, man?
Man, my fucking internet crashed. My fucking I couldn't get the link back up on my laptop.
What'd you say,
I'm running off the phone at the moment.
Hey, it looks good. You sound good. So.
I told you they fucking got you.
It's the only way.
But hey, man, once again, this Mike Worry was once my my YouTube nemesis. You know what I'm saying? I introduced myself into YouTube trolling, and this is one of the guys that I had YouTube beef with. But you know, he held his own, and he's cool with me. So as long as we ain't got no real beef, man, we're gonna stay kicking it, man. But a man telling the truth is a man telling the truth is a man telling the truth. Our government has been in bed with these motherfuckers. Our government has been in bed with these motherfuckers, man. Tell the truth. Look, fiber optics. Now, I've had this conversation with Sense before, and Sense thinks I'm crazy. I do not think that fiber optics is a human thing.
Let me tell you a story, man.
Why? No. Why though?
Look how fast it came into the scene. Look how fast it came into the scene, bro. After fiber optics, everything had a 20-year jump. Everything. Everything. We had TVs that ran off of bulbs, dude. Nearly everything ran off of bulbs before fiber optics.
In the power of human spirit and ingenuity. I feel like that's a very self-defeating view. And I'll tell you what, I used to think that this technology, the computer technology, the iPhones, et cetera, you know, we found it under the pyramids or aliens brought it to us from Area 51. And then I read an article that this guy wrote about designing one of the first computer chips. And he's walking through the steps of drawing the pieces out and talking through how the electrical circuits work. And it hit me. I'm like, there are people so much smarter than me out there. This belief that humans can't do it is because I'm an idiot. It's not because they're not, you know, because they're idiots. It's because I'm an idiot. This motherfucker knew every bit of what he was talking about, and he put together that fucking computer chip in, you know, huge. Now it would be this big, but back then they're drawing it out, you know, by hand and then putting these big ass pieces together just so it performs one mathematical operation, just one on a piece this big. When I saw that man go through his stick, it hit me. I'm like, nah, man, motherfuckers are just really smart. And then there's people like Nikola Tesla. He said shit came to him in his dreams, you know, and aliens, I don't know, man. But he would wake up with an electric circuit in his head.
We let corporations like General or GE. We let General Electric and fucking Thomas Edison rob fucking inventors and creators that were trying to actually help the planet.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Tesla would roll in his grave if he saw that, you know, his inventions were for sale in the manner that they are. But that's just human. That's just greed, man.
Real quick. I'm sorry about the internet situation.
Oh, you good, man. You good. As long as you're back with us.
Where are we all standing real quick? I just want to know. Real quick, like, where are we at with it? We got some believers in, I mean, what are we talking about here real quick? We got some people that are like, yes, for sure, this shit's going down. Anybody in the group? I mean, I'm just trying to get a consensus real quick.
I would be on the fence till I meet him.
I'm gonna say, me personally, I'm gonna say, man, some shit's going down, and it is too deep for me. So I'm gonna stay with the historical human conspiracies that I can prove. You know what I'm saying? Is the Bavarian Illuminati still in existence today? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. I don't go no, you know, I try to stay away from like dimensional shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, you know, I can't really put, it's hard to put facts behind. I mean, would you agree? Like, it's kind of hard to put facts on that. You know what I'm saying?
This is the hardest.
When it comes to like the Bavarian Illuminati and Adam Weishaupt or Madame Blavatsky, you know what I'm saying? Manly P. Hall. You know what I'm saying? I can put dates behind these motherfuckers. I can put quotes. I can put documents behind these figures. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like
Here's
that
a document for you, bro. The documents are coming. At least something.
Okay, but see then, okay, so how come the government can't be called crazy? Because if I say some shit like if I go on my public media forums and I say some crazy shit about UFOs and aliens, then I'm a fucking crazy kooky conspiracy theorist wearing a tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
But when the government puts it out, it gets like people don't even fucking react. Like we're the only ones really reacting to this. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, how is that not fucking news?
Oh, that's huge news.
You know what though? But you know how they are kind of in the media and with the news. They like to drop little fucking jewels and tidbits here and there just to kind of like, you know, massage your brain a little bit, get you kind of like used to it. And the next thing you know, it's just like honestly, I mean, just think about like all the rhetoric you hear and then you see a build up to it, then it's just the only thing you hear about for at least weeks, a couple months, at least a week, depending on what it is and how long it's going on. So
yeah,
I feel like these little news drops now are kind of like a slow build up to some kind of unveiling.
I'm curious what Ace thinks, because Ace said he believes earlier.
Well, but before Ace gives his thoughts on that, I will say, though I don't believe the word, but I have a problem with the word believe or belief. But anyway, I do have a MUFON case. And
what is MUFON?
Well,
MUFON
is a investigative, I guess, entity that investigates UFO sightings. They have access to all of the aerial, I guess, all the aerial data that comes from NORAD and other, I guess, aerospace agencies, whatever, right? So these guys do UFO investigations. I have a UFO investigation from February 2013, right outside the front door, standing on my porch, looking north in the sky.
So you've seen these motherfuckers and you still withhold belief.
I tried. That's why I'm still wearing my aluminum foil. Y'all motherfuckers is gonna get fucked up tonight. I'm still wearing my aluminum foil.
Dude, honestly,
I tried to upload the video to the back end of this stream so we can have it ready for the show. Everything I did wouldn't let me load it.
Go figure.
So, but I am going to try to load it on. I'm going to try to load it later on. You can check it out, and I will also upload the proof of my MUFON case.
Well, we got tons of videos coming. But
do you want to go ahead? Yeah, look, go ahead. Tell me what you think about how you feel about this.
Yes, please.
Brother Sense was like, since you said I told you earlier, I believe, right? In aliens, right? I ain't just believing it. I'm on social media, like in the late 70s, 78, 77. I stayed on 89th and University in Chicago. And it's a plant right at the corner. It's a big ass plant at the corner of the block, at one end of the block. We out there playing. And I'll be damned if a big ass motherfucking UFO does not hover over the whole fucking plant. Come to find out, when it came to my mind, I Googled this shit. When you Google the shit, you can see where they talk about sightings or people reporting sightings of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
how close was it?
You talking to a shorty at this time. So when I say hovering over top of the motherfucker, I could be talking about fucking Sears Tower height.
Yeah.
Now, compared to probably goddamn it, 35,000 feet. You know what I'm saying? But that motherfucker was fucking huge. You know what I'm saying? So it had to be close. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't like I'm just, with no conspiracy shit, whatever. If I wouldn't have seen it, whether it was a hoax or not, I seen it as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's
what
what
I never forget.
That's the only reason why I reply so quick, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm like, shit, I got a fucking story for that shit. I seen that shit for real. In the same time, in the same token, whereas our fucking house was haunted. Like really fucking haunted. We was on Ripley's Believe It or Not. They brought all of this shit out to our crib and all that shit.
No shit.
Hooked all that shit up. Yeah, bro. Hooked all that shit up. I'm like, shit. I'm like, cause hey, when my old man used to go to work at 3 o'clock to 11:30 at night. My old man go to work at 3 o'clock. My gangster ass mama go outside. She's sleeping in the car. I leave my ass in the house. Real talk. If we could be, and our crib was made like the Brady Bunch, like everything downstairs, all the bedrooms upstairs.
Yeah.
But we come downstairs sometimes at night. Our whole fucking kitchen is a fucking wreck. Flour, sugar, everything's every fucking where. Pots,
Damn, you have a little brother? You have a wild ass little brother or something?
No, bro. We used to. At first, my old girl used to get down on our ass for that shit, and then she started realizing, like, ain't no way I'm gonna whoop their ass, and they gonna go right back and do it. Right. We had a dog in the basement. That motherfucker broke the collar, ran through that bitch, and jumped out our motherfucking glass front door. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I believe in that shit, man, to that certain extent, whereas that shit got implanted in my head as a kid. Now, if I come to find out that particular event or situation was a hoax, okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? Job well fucking done, because it stuck with me all this motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be bringing it up now, is it a whole importance of whether they believe it or not, or whether it's actually in play? Which one is the importance?
That's a good question.
Your belief or the motherfucking action?
Yeah, I tend to think, man, that brings up a good point about all this conspiracy shit, man. I tend to think,
bro, I watched Independence Day, but I didn't look at the movie. You understand what I'm saying?
You got to ask yourself what your beliefs do for you. Like, I can believe in aliens. It does, if they're real or not. What is that belief doing for me? And I think until they show themselves, that's why I've been kind of hands off. Because, like, what is that quote unquote knowledge?
But they probably show themselves if they're alienated, brother. If they're alienated, I would think that.
Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
And I often say if they're alienated like that, and they're that so advanced, what makes you worthy for them to expose themselves to you? You ain't gonna comply to nothing that they come to.
I think that's what Sense was saying. I think that's what Sense was saying when it came to the report about the Galactic Federation. You know that they deem us. They deem us. Well, yeah.
So this dude came out on his deathbed. He was we talked about it a minute ago. I'll pop this back up.
Yo, peace to the guy Juan Doobie.
He said that Trump knows about the aliens. Lots of people know about the aliens, but that the Galactic Federation doesn't think we're ready. And I gotta agree, man. I don't think, we can't even get along with each other. How are we going to get along with a Galactic Federation? Like, we shit on the UN every day for trying to keep global governance.
We're a threat. Yeah. If they got all this shit figured light years ahead, we're a fucking threat with our stupidity.
Right.
Not no weapons, not no nothing else. Just, that goes back to what we was talking about, Erk, when I was saying, shit, a dummy can't, a smart motherfucker can't make no dummy dumb. A dumb motherfucker can turn a smart motherfucker stupid though. With the shit you just said like that. That shit kind of, it's a double entendre counter attack type thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I tell you something so fucking believable. It ain't real, but you're gonna walk off like, could it be?
Yeah.
That's that Arsenio, Erk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
$29.99 one. $29.99. Hit the Cash App. I'll send you one.
Yeah, I'll make it fitted.
I mean, what was your
So let me ask you. Let me ask everyone on the panel real quick. Abductions. Now there are people of various different backgrounds, different racialist terminologies that they go by, cultural, ethnic views. They come from all over the world. They have the same motherfucking story.
Yeah.
When it comes to these abductions.
Well,
I had a friend in Indiana, in rural Indiana.
I don't believe in that shit because my baby mama's still here.
Wish they would.
Years ago. Like, bitch, what are you waiting on? Fuck.
He liked to.
No one here likes you, bitch. This is a free fucking ride.
Right here.
Shit. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. My bad. Shit.
Now I had a buddy, rural Indiana.
Now I believe in I don't believe in abortion, but abduction, man, y'all could have been took this.
Bring it on,
man. Y'all scary ass alien.
This kid swore up and down he'd been abducted, and he'd never lied to me, not once. I don't see why he would lie to me about it, and that's how I feel about these things. Is it's he said, she said. You take them with a grain of salt. If some random motherfucker on the internet is talking that shit, I'm probably going, nah, you just want the YouTube views. But this was my people, man. I spent time with him. I trusted him, and I trust him to this day. So I find it really hard to just disbelieve his experience for what, like as if he's trying to get over on me or something. There's no reason.
Hey, that's good.
So,
I'm glad you said that like that, bro. Do you believe? Now I'm gonna say this, just like you said. I'm gonna reply to this like this. Do you believe like all of it is linked together? Let's say this man's 100% with you, but nobody, including himself, never knew he was under the ultra mind control. Because I can't get to you. So if I click his brain on to talk this shit to you because I can't get to you, yeah, boom, that part. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a third party motherfucking maneuver shit. Because it's gonna always be an infiltrator in the motherfucking, in
well,
the fight.
That's why I threw that caveat out there. The kid liked to eat mushrooms. He liked to eat LSD. Hallucinogens were one of his favorite activities. So you never know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could have been one of those nights where you just kind of.
I'm just saying, how they got shit. Like shit is connected very close, but the way the money they got, they could separate this shit where it looks like none of it is tied in. You understand? That's what, from my point of view, because I'm not savvy on their level of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because coming from where I come from, I done seen aliens since birth. Uncle Earl, Johnny Ray, Tino, and them. I done seen the most fucked up motherfuckers that shouldn't even be classified as fucking humans. So fuck an alien. You know what I'm saying? First of all, y'all caught some shit at Area 51 with this big dumbass head and these big ass eyes. Technically, somebody got a fucking auntie that looks the fuck like that. That motherfucker's not a fucking alien. He just, don't laugh, Jay. I'm trying to be scared, man.
He just smoked too much fucking crack.
So what? Yeah,
fucked up ass bitch named
That's Uncle Jim over there.
But
I'm all gnarled and shit. Yeah, get another fucking rock.
Like Michael Weary said,
I believe it.
At least 85% of y'all that say you seen an alien, you motherfuckers just seen some ugly ass people. Period. Might have been dark.
Hey,
some ugly motherfuckers. Some old 3 o'clock in the morning.
I gotta go with that for 200.
But like what Mike Weary said, common sense tell you, man, we ain't the only species. Look, there's multi-millions. There's multi-millions of species on this planet.
Yeah.
Look what they found in the sea, bro.
Species still being discovered to this day.
Yeah,
Come
deep
on,
under
man.
the ocean where there's no light and there's no fucking oxygen and there's no nothing. Life still grows.
The
If
cave
there's a place
systems.
life can grow, it grows. So
The cave systems
Yeah.
on this planet. The cave
So
systems. The
everything.
water. All the water on this planet have the shit underwater in these oceans have not been explored completely. It's a
I
fucking.
think when you don't know something, you're more alienated than what you're trying to discover. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna make it up
Hey, yo.
the way you see fit. You want to have that whatever on it, that discovery title on it. Oh, this the such and such alien. You know, for all I know, a seahorse ain't even called a fucking seahorse. It's just called a pucker face fucking fish. You know what I'm saying? But since he discovered it, he wanted the name of the fucking seahorse. So that, I mean, it's like like y'all just said, what's really classified as being alienated? Because if you study finding shit on Earth, you know what I'm saying, and in the waters, then motherfucker, you ain't no different than whatever other planet your ass trying to discover life on.
Exactly.
That's still like
The only difference is intelligence, and that intelligence and cognitive ability in order to make tools. So
okay, everything that's been discovered thus far is still goddamn smarter than fucking man so far. They done found a fucking glow in the dark fucking fish. I haven't seen the motherfucker do that yet.
What I'm saying to you, G, is that what I'm saying is out there in space, there has to be other species. You know what I'm saying? There has to be. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
The expanse of space, the expanse of different galaxies, and it's like, man,
this is how I know Mike Weary's on his shit. Because
like he just said,
though, but check this out real quick. Let me make his point. See, the thing is, they say the astrologers say that we're the backwater of our own galaxy. Like we're the rural county of our own galaxy. So we're not even in our planet and our solar system. It's not even in the city part of our galaxy.
Yeah, we feel like we're downtown.
Imagine what the city part looks like.
So this idea, look, it's called Fermi's paradox, and Fermi's paradox goes something like this: there's billions of stars in the Milky Way. With high probability, some of these stars have Earth-like planets. Many of these stars are much older than the sun. If the Earth is typical, some should have developed intelligent life long ago. Some may have developed interstellar travel, yada, yada, yada. So it's super likely that life exists. The paradox is, where the fuck are they, right? And scientists have pondered this for many, 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 many years. And I think most of the popular answers revolve around that Galactic Federation, man, which is that, yeah, they're out there and they're smart and they've decided to leave us alone for whatever reason, because we're too dumb or we're too dangerous or we're just not technologically advanced.
But how the fuck smart are these motherfucking Galactic Federation motherfuckers when they come here and talk to human fucking politicians on this planet? How the fuck smart are they?
This is my question. This is the question I want to ask too. Like, hey, who the fuck is the Galactic Federation, and how did this just become like a random thing we talk about? Like, hey, you know, like the Backstreet Boys, remember those fucks? Or
thanks to this guy.
Or Limp Bizkit. Like we're talking the Galactic Federation, like we're talking about like the fucking police department. Like what? Like, how is this normal to even be saying this? Like, these are just some regular ass motherfucking people. Hey, put
you
that.
Do know your government came up with a space force, right?
But listen.
You do know that the United States government has a space force. Excuse me for saying your government, because I know how you feel about government, just like I feel. But you do know that the United States federal government has a fucking space force.
Yeah, they have a space force. But what does that have to do with the Galactic Federation? I mean,
Because they needed.
is this like
You
how
gotta
they
have a fucking
out about
space
people?
force to deal with the fucking Galactic Federation, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, maybe. But I think motherfuckers have watched too much Star Wars, man. You know? And I think our fucking government is a really
all lies.
fucking
All lies come from the truth.
I think
every single one
is a bunch of fucking Trekkies, and they're just playing out their wet dream on the media, so we don't smack them for these vaccines later on. But
dude, what are you talking about? The technology that was seen in Star Trek, we're fucking holding today.
Yeah, but no, check this out. I got another point to make outside of all that shit. Check it out. Listen, I think the best thing I heard yet is this. What if they used us to build up an infrastructure, and then once it's time, they're just going to like show up, take over, do what they do. Maybe we'll be some kind of slaves. Maybe that's part of this vaccine to make us kind of step fetch and get it in the way they want to do. That, to me, if you really look at everything that's going on, makes sense. Because like what Ace said, a fucking UFO just showed up, but then just peeled out. If these motherfuckers are really this smart and this advanced and this much better than us in all these different crazy great ways, they would have already just took us over if they were just going to show up and just take us over. But see, that's a very human like thing to do, don't you think? Is just show up and just take some shit over. But what if they were like, actually, we'll give them a little bit of tech over time. We'll let them build up these smart cities. And then once they're all built up and they're like, we like it, then we'll just get rid of these motherfuckers. That makes, to me, the most sense. Because here's my thing. Anybody who knows they can just topple over a fucking country, they do it. So anybody who thought they could topple over a planet, they would have done did it. Unless they were using it. And here's my other thing. Look at our planet, though. Look at all the animals. The animals fit in very nicely in all their climates, all their conditions. Once they're not fucked with by us, they do exactly as they do. They roam. The ecosystem takes care of itself, and the hierarchy of the food chain survives, correct? Without human interruption. So what if we weren't put here to build the infrastructure? We're actually the aliens, but we're the lowest end of the alien, building the infrastructure. And when they show up, they're gone. Because if you look at dogs, wolves, birds, fish, whales, sharks, dolphins, they all get along great in their climate with no problem without our interference. We're the only ones who seem to keep fucking shit up.
Yeah, and that's the truth. My thing is, and what you're saying is also a part of the ancient Sumerian creation story, or the ancient Sumerian tales of creation. There's more than one. But the Anunnaki came down here, Enki and Lil. They had debate or quorum about what to do with the primate, and so they decided to make the primate. They did some genetic tweaking of the primate, and we became a worker for giant motherfuckers. But then at the same time, they taught us how to fight, and we became the apex predator on this planet, and ultimately we started wars with the giants. And this is all in the cuneiform Sumerian tablets. You can read it yourself.
The Nephilim.
We started a war with them, and
you just look at me.
We ran them off. But what I'm saying is,
don't trip.
I already know, G. We done put some big motherfuckers down.
And we was big before YouTube.
Before this YouTube shit, we done did that. So my thing is, what Jay Wall was saying, man, that there could be absolute truth to that. You know what I'm saying? And also to to add on to his point is that many scientists believe that 90%, even though that there's almost 8 billion, yeah, is there 8 billion people on the planet already? 8 billion people on the 7 billion people on the planet. 90% of the Earth's surface, not water, 90% of the Earth's surface has not been touched. Now, don't take my word for it. Go to your Google and go.
You said has not been touched?
Has not been touched. There are scientists that make these claims. I didn't make the claim. I'm just giving you what I've researched.
What you do best. Fact.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to accumulate data, research, and information in order to walk toward. You know what I'm saying? A platform of facts. I'm trying to get to facts. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's kind of hard with this conversation to get with facts, because if you show an autopsy video of an alien getting cut up and they say it comes straight out of the motherfucking top secret files.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have alien autopsy footage for us right now? Is that something you possess? Because I'm trying to see this, bro.
I had to take my tinfoil hat off. My head was getting hot. I thought I was going to go bald and get like a baked potato type situation going. I was like, fuck this shit. I'll take my chances. So what we got? You gonna cut up an alien? Sushimi?
Hey, you don't want to eat that, bro. What? Bro, what year did this come out? This looks older than special effects that good, is all I'm saying.
Ah! Stop it! Ah!
What?
Listen, even if there's not special effects, my thing is this. It's so advanced. What if the motherfucker know how to goddamn it die and regenerate? Like they ain't did shit. That's a defense system. I think goddamn it not show my motherfucker. You know, that motherfucker probably got up and walked away later that night and they ain't say shit.
I'm right there with you, Brianna. I'm right there with you. That is fucking nasty. That is fucking nasty. Where did you get that? You're gonna get us murdered.
Hey, y'all ain't thinking.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you,
they ain't been a lot of motherfuckers with black eyes. That ain't shit.
I'm gonna tell you something. There's a reason why. There's a reason why I have a judge. There's a reason why I modify rifles. There's a reason why I have all types of fucking cutlery. I have plenty of cutlery. I have fucking spears. And one of the reasons why I have these things, a shitload of ammo, just a ridiculous amount. Like, and I shouldn't say that during a conversation.
I was going to just reach over, but I ain't going to go, I'm good. Go ahead.
Please tread lightly.
Please.
I was going to say it, but I'll go.
Oh, man. Hey, you know what? From the last episode, just please tread lightly.
Please.
Oh,
I'm not going to say nothing.
I'd like to go ahead and retract and say that Mr. Somebody doesn't have any of that shit at his house.
Right.
He's just talking shit to scare you trolls.
Right.
With
that being said, could you imagine being ran up on by one of them motherfuckers? Now look, human beings treat each other like shit. Human beings treat each other like shit. We're more likely to disagree than agree. If that motherfucker runs up on me, I don't think I'm ready for a conversation.
Bro, I had a raccoon come in my house one night. I
I'm
couldn't
gonna
handle a
words.
raccoon in the house. I don't think
3
I can
words.
handle that thing in my house, man.
3 words, Eric.
I don't trust people.
Swing away, Mel. That's it. You seen the movie. Swing away, Mel. Hey, Mel Gibson batted a home run on that motherfucker in that front room. That motherfucker alien ain't stand a chance. So I understand what you're talking about. Shit,
Which
like,
is exactly why the Galactic Federation is like, fuck these dumbass humans. We can't even show our faces. They're gonna beat the shit out of us. Our soft skin is gonna get torn to shreds. They're gonna autopsy us. They're gonna hang us. They're gonna rip us apart.
And that could just be that generation. That could just be that front line. They might send a front line after that that's armored the fuck up like, y'all want to play games, huh?
Why wouldn't they be?
Play games. We gonna send motherfuckers this big. The whole fucking planet in place.
Little Marvin the Martian motherfucker pulls out his fucking
They wouldn't be highly advanced enough to be able to make themselves more appealing in sight. I don't know. I'm just this is like all fucking
strippers. Look like strippers.
That's a good damn point, man. I can look on Instagram right now and see a chick that is like body just blown out, sloppy moppy, and she can put on this little motherfucking thing, zip it up, and put on an outfit, and she looked like a Kardashian or some shit, and it is amazing.
Look at the videos of the little busted challenge.
You telling me that an alien from a whole nother planet that's got like Xbox 30s already and whatever else they do on their planet and take people and do they can't. We got push-up bras in America. They can't figure out a face.
Dude, if you go with the reptilian, now there's a conspiracy called the reptilian conspiracy.
David,
shapeshifters that claim that these reptile, snake, lizard, humanoid type things have been living here for millions of years, and they
just think about it, man.
They can shapeshift. They can either shapeshift.
They eat babies too,
make themselves look like they're human beings, or B, they actually wear fucking human flesh. Like they fuck up
like a legit skin suit on that. What was that?
They fuck you up and then take your skin and put it on.
Men in Black, the cockroach.
Everybody on this panel done grew up with that one person. Everybody on this panel grew up with that one person.
Fucking crazy right now. We all
That's good.
Crazy.
Fuck that. Fuck that. That's good.
You motherfuckers are watching this.
And everybody on this panel grew up with that one person that just always been weird.
You know,
everybody.
That was me.
We sound like every other motherfucker who talked about aliens on YouTube. A bunch of fucking crazy hacks. Like, listen to these motherfuckers. They don't know their ass from a hole down. Is E.T. real? Was it more like fucking Mars attacks? What about Star Wars? Nobody fucking knows.
I don't know. You got any more of those
that's how I feel when it comes to this conversation. I always feel like I'm running in circles, and I feel like
that's how smart aliens is. That's how smart they is.
Hey,
they can make this shit sound stupid as fuck.
A comparison I was hearing on some shit I was listening to, but hey, they were saying that like, what if what people were saying are aliens and these encounters and what they thought are actually like some kind of like fucking like spiritual deities, like demons and things like this, and like things that people say they see when they're on DMT and things like this. What if like the other realm and the spiritual realm and what we're saying these aliens, quote unquote, are? What if there's some kind of what do you think about some kind of a linky pinky here or not at all?
God damn it! Hold on, because I need a motherfucking commercial break. I need a motherfucking commercial, bro.
Damn it.
Yeah, man, what y'all just seen right there is a brief commercial break from this conspiracy shit. Man, go get y'all some peacocks, man. Peacock Collection by Adrian Richardson, my big cuz. Well, I'm older than him, but either way it goes, man, he created his own shoe, and he's creating more. But this is the first edition that he made, man. And yeah, real live, real dope. You know what I'm saying? And if you take the time during the rebroadcast and scan that 2D code on the screen, yes, you can. I did it. I tried it. I did it. It works. You can scan the code while it's on the screen, and it'll take you right to the shoe so you can get you a pair. Hey, Peacock Collection. You know what I mean? This is the shoe that you want to wear. And this is the shoe you want to have, man. So support the brand, Peacock Collection by Adrian Richardson. AliveShoes.com.
Can I play a video real quick? And I think anyone watching this that sees this video, if you don't believe in something and demons, aliens, I don't care what you call it. This happened on live TV, Texas news station, I don't know, 20 years ago or something. Prophet Yahweh actually summoned a UFO for real. So it's a little long, but
this video is well known amongst the so-called Black conscious community.
I think it deserves at least being watched.
A possible motive in the brutal killing is tied to a Las Vegas strip club.
He's the Las Vegas man who claims he can summon UFOs on command. Pretty wild. So we sent Action News reporter Mike Delastrito to get the real story. But what he found shocked everyone and could leave you wondering, are UFOs real?
And forget the short-term fixes and diets that don't work. Kathy Ray has a plan for every lifestyle to help you win the battle of the bulge.
Breaking news, solving problems. This is Channel 13 Action News, live at 11.
Well, let's take another trip back into the realm of paranormal tonight. Last night we had ghost hunters, now UFOs.
That's right, and there is a Las Vegas guy making an extraordinary claim about extraterrestrials. So we sent Action News reporter Mike Delastrito to check it out. Mike?
All right, guys, just listen up here. This guy says the Old Testament, written in Hebrew, taught him how to summon UFOs. All right, he says he can also do this on command, and he adds he's been doing it for 25 years, keeping all of it secret until now.
These beings are here. They are here. They're just sitting right up there.
We met up with Prophet Yahweh, seer of Yahweh, at Doolittle Park off Lake Mead. We picked the day, we picked the time, and we picked the location.
Everyone's going to think you're absolutely nuts. Well, I thought I was absolutely nuts.
Until he says he saw UFOs. Over the years, 1,500 of them.
Can we make it 1,501 today? What do you think? I'll try it.
He says the voice in his head told him to go public now. So we took him up on his offer, and we scanned the skies. Nothing but a few clouds. When the prophet started praying for a sighting, I wasn't exactly convinced.
I pray, oh Yahweh, that you send a sighting so that they know that I am not mentally ill. I am not a false prophet, like those who seek to kill me say I am.
I see something straight up.
Oh, brother, look at it. There it is.
You can barely see it, a white speck. Then another sighting.
There it is. I got it.
Photojournalist Jonathan Hawkins locks in on it. Let's take a closer look here. It's an orange sphere that appeared out of nowhere. I call the boss with an unexpected change in my story. I could see it clear as day. In fact, it's bright.
I can't believe this.
It's moving pretty fast.
It's going to Nellis Air Force Base. It wants to be seen.
We called Nellis to see what these things might be. Guess what? They didn't call us back. But this thing started coming back toward us.
Yeah.
It's coming toward us now, I think.
What?
See, it's coming up toward us.
Whoa, man! Oh, hallelujah!
Then, a few seconds later, it disappeared.
It's going back up in space.
Prophet Yahweh isn't concerned. He says it'll be back.
Come on, man.
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, Mike Weir?
What's happening? What up, Mike?
What's good? Eric, what's good, brother? How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Hold on. Let me yo, I'm good, man. So let me make a statement real quick to you, bro. I know we was on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it could have went somewhere. You know what I mean? And my thing is, I know you don't back down. I'm not going to back down either. I'm a man. You a man. I acknowledge that. And certain lines you don't cross with a man, I can dig it. You know what I mean? But it was all in trolling. You know what I mean? I honestly, you know, I really dig you, man. I just don't know how you fuck with he who shall not be named. You know what I'm saying?
We listen. We could talk about that on another time, big bro.
Yeah,
It ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but no, I know it's all respect, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know
saying,
when
let me say this real quick, bruh. You stand your ground, man. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I respect you on that. You know what I'm saying?
Same here.
Ain't no hard feelings, man. What was done is done.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there, man. Salute.
That's a fact.
Yes,
salute,
sir.
man.
Salute
to all y'all brothers. Salute to all y'all brothers up here too. You heard?
Good on this subject, man. You were saying some things in the chat. You said some things in the chat I really agree with you on. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know, the fact that, you know, our government's been in bed with these motherfuckers. Come on. Our government's been in bed with these motherfuckers. Go ahead, speak on it, Mike.
I just feel like and you know, I gotta get back to the babies in a second though, but you know, like I feel like this is a very interesting topic because I've been talking about this for the past couple of weeks, and the reason being is this COVID situation. Now we started seeing this stuff in the movies about viruses and things like that, things that when our life was normal, let's say 5 years ago, not like we ain't even got to take it to the beginning of 2020, just let's go back 5 years. And when this stuff, if somebody would have told us that this would be going on, we would have probably told them they're crazy, just the COVID stuff, right?
Yeah.
So for us to think that, you know, and like that video that was just shown, that's very good because I believe that that's some government propaganda. They'll put that out there to throw us off the scent of what's really going on.
Oh yeah, facts.
They'll make a mockery. They'll put, you know, YouTube videos up and everything else like that to show us.
Let me ask you, Mike. Let me ask you. Do you think they'll put a real video out there and
Absolutely
let the people like discredit each other?
I was about to say that.
Okay.
I was about to say that. They'll show us something real to desensitize us.
Yeah.
And for the government to make a decision to say, well, for them to say, well, we don't know how the public is going to react. They're not ready for this. They're making a decision for us.
Yeah.
And that's not the American way. And not only that, for us to think that, like I said in the chat, my cousin, he, you know, just the ocean alone, like Ert was saying, like just the ocean alone, the shit that's in that ocean, man. Like, and I'm not, you know, I know you fellas are men of a certain age. I know like stuff that's in that ocean. Like we don't even know. Like my cousin works on oil rigs all around the world.
Yeah.
And
barges. Yeah.
Stuff that's in that ocean. Not to mention what's in outer space. So I'm just saying that like they're gonna, like, it's all a distraction when they're ready for us. You know, you gotta think about all the government propaganda, and I don't want to like backtrack, but you know, 9/11, things that they just keep showing us to keep us distracted. Now they give us the biggest tool, which is social media, for us all to come together and share information. We use it for other things because we really could, we could control this. There would be no use for the government if if everybody was all thinking on the same wavelength. But to say that we're the only ones out here, like, I mean, I don't, you know, we are distracted. We are, you know, we are brainwashed, but like people will think that you're crazy. Just like, you know, somebody say like a virus, like that thing just came in here all of a sudden. Like I walk into my job now and they got a,
check this
they got
out.
a buzzer. They got a buzzer that's like bing bong. Like to think about that, like I've been working at this job for some years, and now you got the thing where it's like they take your temperature right then and there. You know what I mean? Like,
what's the end game though? I guess that's my when we talk about the government, hiding it from us or slow leaking it to prep us for it. Like, what's their end game? Is their end game to actually show us the truth, or is it to use some combination of lies to lead us a certain direction? Like, what's
and if I can compound that question and ask you another one on top of it, when you see an article that mentions UFOs attached to a vaccine bill, what does that ring off to you? What does that ring off?
I said that in the beginning. Now, to me, let me take it slow because I don't want to. I personally feel that it has this virus has something to do. I mean, it's saying it's right there. It has something. Now I don't want to go that deep because when I were talking particulars, and I don't want to just be like,
See, where my aluminum foil at? Hold on, I gotta put my aluminum foil back on.
Yo,
he said some shit that I said earlier. Okay, I said it earlier, didn't I? I said, why the fuck is that vaccine tied to the talk of UFOs? Yeah. Go ahead, speak on. Go ahead, Mike. Speak on.
I feel like why would that be attached? I feel like when bro asked what's the end game, I feel like while they're saying, hey, look at this hand, this other hand is doing something else. So these are all distractions, like this vaccine. It has, they're slowly introducing things because there's always something underlying going on. So when they're telling us, hey, well, 9/11 is going on. Oh, we got to catch bin Laden. Oh, we got to do this. We got, we got this vaccine. Oh, we got, we got to go buy all the Lysol that only kills COVID-18, not COVID-19. It's always a different agenda that's going on, and we're always the last people to know. And I feel like, they have to keep us distracted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think like, when you look, sometimes I got a vehicle, but sometimes, man, when I don't got the kids, I'll get on the train. You know what I'm saying? And just observe. And you see everybody's like this on their phone, like this. But I grew up, I was born in 82. So, you see things, what were people doing before phones? People are so distracted that they want us to be distracted. They want us to be distracted so that they could do their work. And, I'm not, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna get back to the kids, but 2019, my cousin, and he's doing good, ain't nothing crazy, but he had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. He found out he had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. He was dealing with it for some years and didn't even know, and which is a form of cancer. And if you have this cancer, they sign you up for a lawsuit that's given by under Roundup, Monsanto's.
Yep. Monsanto.
And when you look up Monsanto's, right? When you Google Monsanto's, it says what they produce is herbicides, GMOs, and seeds. But they're the biggest food producer in the world, if I'm not mistaken, or in America, in the world, or America.
No, in the world.
And
in the world, you're right.
Right. And now, yo, Ert, if you go to your job, right, and you bring a lunchbox with some dangerous chemicals in it, and you open that joint up, and it kills a couple people in the lunchroom, and it hurts somebody else, where are you going at? Are you going home that night?
I'm going up river. That's my body.
Right. But yet, because they're a big monopoly, they serve food, but when you Google them, the description says GMOs. So the food is the GMOs, which is genetically modified organisms. So that's not food. In certain countries,
why was it so important for the federal government to protect Big Pharma when rolling out these vaccines. You notice
which also said you can't sue if you die or you can't sue.
If we can't,
why do they need that kind of coverage? Why they need that kind of coverage, Eric?
Exactly.
Why they need that kind of coverage, Eric? Why they need to be covered like that?
That's what I'm saying. All I do know is some shakes, it's some shiesty fucking shit.
Real quick though.
So a government that would allow that, what else would they allow? And that's all I'm asking. If a government would allow that, what else would they allow?
Vaccine, but I can't put it in me.
Go ahead. Let me play devil's advocate because you know that's my game. I'm gonna play it every time. Monsanto, this is the same company that brought us Agent Orange, right? And the evils, the detriment to society that has come from Monsanto is huge. You can stack it to the sky. At the same time, on the other hand, GMOs are feeding the planet right now. And without them, a lot of motherfuckers aren't eating like they're eating right now. I think, and I sincerely believe that hard decisions are made every day when we have to look at benefit versus the risk versus the cost of that benefit.
We still don't know. We still don't know.
We never do.
We don't know the 20-year effect of
you
these
don't know the
GMOs.
effect. You don't know the effect of the words we're speaking tonight, brother. We could say something tonight that sparks someone to end it. You never know the benefits, but that's what I'm saying is these people in our government are in charge of the hardest decisions on the planet Earth. You don't have to make those decisions. I don't have to make those decisions. To me, Monsanto, while Roundup has harmed people, it allowed us to grow more crops in smaller square footage with higher output than ever before in the history of mankind. If that food, it's like that story we all know of the Romans or whatever using lead pipes to bring people water, eventually drove people insane because of lead poisoning. Like, those are the chances we take. I don't think you can necessarily look at those decisions and imply malintention. It might be malintention, but me,
that's a slippery slope.
It is. It's the slipperiest slope. But I have to have hope. That these
you know what though.
And hope is for the hopeful.
You can take one hand and try to fill it up with hope, and take one hand fill up with GMOs and see which hand fill up quicker.
I'm gonna be eating.
And my man Sis knows I'm a rationalist, so hope, what do I do with hope? You know what I'm saying? Me as a rationalist, I can't do nothing with hope. I can only look at the evidence presented, and the evidence presented still doesn't really tell me that, it's a bad thing as far as GMOs go. Now, do I think that Monsanto is a fucked up company? Absolutely. The fucking court records prove it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's like, okay, so my thing is, you tie in the words UFO to a vaccine that I can't sue Pfizer for if I have side effects. But I'm crazy if I tie some type of alien connection to it. What if, like they're saying, the fucking virus itself is mutating, or the variants are coming back, coming at a rapid rate. So like you said, COVID-19, COVID-20, COVID-21, COVID-22, COVID-23, and next thing you know, we're at fucking COVID-34, and it's still mutating. Like,
I think they already said this first vaccine doesn't cover the new mutation that they found.
Right. And you know what else is funny too? That I just saw
a whole nother conversation for a whole nother episode of this podcast, man. Somebody got
you know what I just saw? That the FDA just okayed. Give me 1 second. Yo, the FDA just okayed the for them to sell pink pineapples, and they've been growing them since, and you can order them online. They're like $20 to $50 a piece.
Yeah,
listen, Listen. Pink pineapples. They've been in testing for pink pineapples. Let's just say since like 2016.
They're gonna ball out.
They're just now okaying us to be sold
like as exotics. Ain't they selling those like as exotics, like some specialty shit? That's crazy.
Because it takes them like 2 years to grow, whatever. But again, that's GMOs, just like cotton candy grapes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
exactly. They've been in stores.
That's crazy.
But the crazy thing is, it took longer for them to for the FDA to put pink pineapples on the market than it did this vaccine. Think about that for a second.
Big picture.
Think about that for 1 second, though. Just for 1 second, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Picture right there. I mean, that says a lot. That says a lot. They push
that scares the crap out of me, man. That scares the crap out of me.
You're not wrong, Mike. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong at all. Not at all. And that's the thing, man. It's like as a whole.
I don't think we should worry about the food as much as we think, because even though we do have a high population of fat, sloppy, just unhealthy motherfuckers out here, yes, we do. But think about all the yoked motherfuckers that come out of prison that look like Mr. Olympia, and they've been eating tuna, out
slop.
of the can, fucking ramen, motherfucking ho-hos, and motherfucking
high sodium. High sodium, yes.
Speaking on my people,
them GMOs, if you eat them and sit around on your ass all day, probably bad for you. But if you eat them and you do 1,000 push-ups, you turn into Superman. You should eat them twice.
Every time Adrian Richardson has ever came out, and when you go to the penitentiary, you're not getting the food that you get out here.
Right.
So and your food intake is very little. It's cut down. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, a lot of these motherfuckers come out better than when they went in.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot when it comes to isolation and I guess forced isolation maybe, but there's something to it. You know what I'm saying? That isolation and being able to, I guess, when you're just doing nothing but working out constantly, they're gonna see results. But
I want to say one more thing about my cousin with the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. When he stopped feeding the cancer, and he got his body,
did he go on low sugar
pH? Yep. Yes, sir. He went pH. He went
hold it down.
He went pH, when he went the non-acidic, it wasn't he wasn't feeding the cancer. It completely changed everything. He's cancer free. He still goes to the, you know what I mean? But
that's good. That's damn good.
Man, God is love, man. Like, appreciate that. Like, it's so crazy. Like when you hear that, like feeding the cancer, like that's, you know what I mean? Like that is it's crazy. Like going to Whole Foods versus going to I don't know, we got Save a Lot out here, Aldi's, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
It's night and day, bro. It's not even the same thing. Shit, if you go to a regular grocery store on one side of town to the other, it ain't the same thing. The same store.
And the thing about the thing that you said about feeding the cancer itself is a bioorganism, and once it comes into existence, it wants to live. It wants to, you know what I'm saying? Right. Now, does it have the cognitive perception of life and death that we have as human beings and able to verbalize it? No. You know what I'm saying? But even though, you know what I'm saying, it's still a living, it's still, anything that lives thrives to live, from what I understand. So,
and they don't even talk about AIDS. They don't talk about cancer no more. It's all about COVID, man. We gotta stay woke.
Yeah. So let me ask you real quick, Mike. You said there's a lot of movies back in the day there's a lot of movies that kind of prepped us for this shit. It had I'm gonna ask the panel as well. X-Files.
No.
Y'all hip? X-Files. Movie or series?
I'm hip to it.
Never fuck
I'm
with
hip
it.
to it.
Okay, so with that being said, man, X-Files, there's an episode, man, where they were actually injecting people with alien shit. You know what I'm saying? With alien shit. They was injecting people with alien DNA. And now I cannot say that the injections were some type of vaccine or something like that. I don't want to go that far because I don't really remember the episode. But if anyone watching the rebroadcast or checking this out later on, hit me up and give me the episode if you know of this episode of X-Files. There is an episode where some scientists are injecting soldiers with alien DNA. And I don't know what episode it is. But with that being said, man, it's like, how can I see movies and depictions of this, you know what I'm saying, in movies and our mainstream medias, you know what I'm saying, and not get ideas that, you know what I'm saying, the government.
Bro, you seen the Leprechaun movies? You seen Leprechaun in the Hood? Does that give you ideas that leprechauns are real? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you know, like they want us to think. They want us to think. They want us to be aware, but not too aware. You know what I mean? Like, and see, that's what people will say, and I respect you for saying that because it's like, you know, you can't just believe everything, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the best way to hide something is right in everybody's face.
It's true. There's truth to that.
Yeah, because if they tell you a little bit about it, then it won't be no mass hysteria. It won't be no motherfuckers going crazy.
I mean, just think about all the hero movies, the monster movies we've been watching for the past couple of years, as to when you were growing up. In the past couple of years, look at Superman, the motherfucking DC. A lot of the characters, the evil villains, are what? Like some nerdy motherfuckers. And they always got like some kind of fucking plan to take over the fucking world and like do some wild ass shit with people. Either they got some fucking robots, or they got a fucking vaccine, or they're gonna fucking change some shit, or they're gonna shoot some shit in their own goddamn self. You know what I mean? Like, look at the last shit that came out.
Yo, I don't want to interrupt. It was good talking to y'all brothers, man. I gotta go, man. Your family, you know what I mean, calling, man. But yo, respect to all y'all. Yo, Irk, man, we gonna catch up and talk, brother. You heard?
Later, bro.
Yo, later. Take care.
Pleasure to have you, bro.
Yo, Worry, man, thank you for joining, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. And like I said, man, we'll talk about what we need to talk about it amongst, you know what I'm saying, man to man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad that we have an understanding to where you can come on the panel, man, and share your thoughts, man, because you have good thoughts. And I agree with a lot of things you said. So, like I said, man, this platform, somebody got to say this shit, is for adults. You know what I'm saying? And he's Mike Worry is he's a father. You know what I'm saying? He takes care of his children, from what I understand. And that, I mean, what more can you ask? You know what I'm saying? In this day and age, you know what I'm saying? We're you know what I'm saying, as far as my platform and everyone on it, we're looking for responsible adults to have good conversation with and learn something from. So that's what this is all about. But I want to ask you something. Are we able to ever be in a galactic force, knowing that these motherfuckers may look 180 degrees away from what a human being looks like?
Bro,
you know,
we can't even live with
you know
the
who's
UN.
fucking it up?
We can't even live with the UN, bro.
Their contact with the human race is fucking it all up. If aliens are in fact talking to the governments, that's the whole problem, baby. Look at cosplay. You know how many motherfuckers get jazzed up to dress up like a fucking stormtrooper? You don't think people would be more jazzed up to fuck with aliens than not? The normal people are fucking with it. There's more alien nerds out here than there is any fucking thing in the world. Some people sow existence, and the only way they'll ever get a piece of pussy pie is because they dressed up like Han Solo around the right drunk Princess Leia. You follow me?
Bro,
So what I'm
that
telling you
U-porn
is
fetish
this.
section is about to get real weird.
What I'm telling you is this. The human population is going to be way more down with the aliens than anybody could ever imagine.
Exactly.
Now,
Why the fuck would they talk to
that-
politicians?
The
You're right.
politicians that are stealing the shit just so they can sell us these funky ass phones every couple fucking months, they're the problem. The
I agree.
aliens would get you know how motherfuckers would go crazy if an alien just showed them like, "What up? My name is blah 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 blah." Motherfuckers would lose their shit.
Where's the Bud Light?
You think people
Point me
like
to the beer bong? Who's got the Molly?
You think people go crazy when Bruno Mars comes to town? Are you fucking with me? If goddamn E.T. showed up with a big old fucking alien cock, you know how many fucking cosplay chicks would be like, "Yes, Lord, please probe me." Everybody's getting on the spaceship. Fuck your party bus.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. So, no. Now, some people say that celebrities, that the elite of the elite celebrities have access to these spaceships.
Well, Kanye West is weird as fuck, bro. So,
well, there's a I don't listen to Beyonce much, but there's a line in one of her songs, and I
Glad
wish
you don't. I'd make fun of you.
I just, man, you're right, and you should, and you really should make.
Single ladies. Oh, the single ladies.
But
I just need that on one video clip, bro, and it'll ruin your life.
How you gonna ruin my life? Hold on.
Can't you walk
Hold
the fucking
How the fuck you gonna ruin my life when I planned on making money with you, motherfucker? How does that work? How does it work? We're in this is a cooperation. Yeah,
it's just black.
So, hold on. So I'm gonna ask Ill first. I'm gonna ask Illa first. We're coming on 145. We're coming up on 145 in the show. Good show, good topics. And thanks for everyone that's watching, and thanks to Mike Worry for joining the panel. My thing is this: I'm gonna ask Illa. You see this motherfucker coming towards you? What you do?
Oh God,
man, where you get your weed at? Where in the fuck is your motherfucking supplier? I need some of that. I bet I make his ass calm down. He gonna be like, damn, real talk. If I see that motherfucker coming to me like that, bro, I'm not gonna be like, oh, alien type shit. Like, first of all, you ain't got no business being the fuck around me butt ass naked with a big ass head and some eyes like that.
bro, it's just Michael
You know what I'm
Jackson
saying?
from his overdose, from his doctor's overdose video. That's all that is.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I stopped paying attention to your ass since Off the Wall. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna argue with his ass off of that. Look, come on, bro. You know, that shit don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? It don't fuck with me because listen, here's the thing. If they here and not causing a threat and you don't pose a threat, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's the best fucking chance you got to goddamn it learn what the fuck you gonna learn. Cause if I tell ass in the door, listen, y'all got some weed and y'all bring me back, I'll go see what y'all fucking with up there. It's a lot of shit they probably got that we know we need. But fuck
He said y'all bring me back. He said, hey, but y'all gotta bring me back.
Yeah, you gotta bring me back, bro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make some beats.
I gotta turn some quarters down here on Earth.
Yeah, I gotta make some beats and shit. I can't, I ain't did Ills World podcast out of space yet. You know what I'm saying?
Pick me up on a Friday, drop me back off on Sunday, baby. We're all good.
Come on, man.
Okay, so Casey, your turn.
If he had his mouth open like that, bro, and he's like coming at me, like we're gonna fight or I'm gonna run. It depends on how I assess the threat in the moment. But man, that does not look anything but threatening. And Maybe that's just the human evolution in me.
Hey,
Shit that
you
looks
know I
different.
keep it on me, Earth. Come on, man. I ain't scared of that motherfucker. I ain't scared.
Oh yeah. Hey, this motherfucker start a motherfucking.
I'm kicking him right where his nuts should be. If I see any dangly bits at all, them motherfuckers is
aliens. He'll start the alien war off top.
Yeah, I'm gonna introduce his ass to hot mosquitoes on Earth. Be like, these bitches gonna sting, goddamn.
And that's why we can't have aliens.
No sense. Let me ask you: Is it because in seeing them, we automatically will reduce ourselves to not being the apex predator anymore?
No, I think anytime humans, it's so deeply ingrained in us to protect ourselves from things that are different. I mean, insects, bees sting us and fucking sharks bite us. When shit looks different, man, we just go into instinct mode. And I think that's a fair thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think there would have to be a process of humans coming to an understanding, and it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be easy, especially if they look like.
Can you imagine us trying to come to an understanding high as fuck? What are you gonna say, man? Well, you want to play some chess? You gonna ask me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, J-Wall gonna be like, well, look, son of a bitch, I can throw up more fucking fluid than you can produce motherfucking light. So you can go at it. Then, Earth, he trying to goddamn it test facts, goddamn it. I bet I know more of this than you motherfuckers do. I'm the only motherfucker winning. I got 2 words. Pass it.
All right.
Pass it. That's it.
All right, so check this out, man. I'm try to keep this show within 2 hours, man. But before we go, I gotta go and get into one more topic. Me and Sense was having a conversation. I'm gonna show you guys something for all the viewers watching, and then we're gonna come back and have this conversation.
Come on. What the fuck? Do that again.
One more time for me.
It's a short.
Man, what are we looking at there?
Very short. We're looking at a cloud structure.
Okay.
And I'll throw this out there right now.
So
that is a lenticular cloud. These clouds form primarily over mountains.
Clouds. Go ahead.
Here, they're lenticular clouds. Here's one over a mountain.
Lenticular.
Here's one here. These are just cloud structures, bro. Our Earth is weird.
Now,
Earth is weird.
Now, I'm telling him that there are some lenticular cloud formations that have been caught on film that do not look fucking normal at all. At all. Now, is there a possibility? Is there a possibility that these alleged extraterrestrials may have cloaking technology?
Sure, there's a possibility. There's a possibility that helicopters were over here at the pyramids. You know what this tablet
thousands of years ago? Yeah,
in hieroglyphs, he who repulses the 9 enemies of Egypt. That carving was later filled in with plaster and recarved during the reign of Ramesses II with the title "He who protects Egypt and overthrows the foreign countries." Bro, I mean, look at that shit. They got Apache helicopters protecting Egypt. Yeah, it's a possibility, man.
And let's say and let's just throw
that right there brings me to some wild shit that I've stumbled upon a couple different times, man. If you look at different stories throughout history, biblical stories, stories of Rome, stories of that, like a lot of things seem very similar to just different generations. You know what I'm saying? Like what is it? Jesus ran off the money counters. So who's that? Like they're in one regard, they're the bankers, correct?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
then,
correct.
who killed Caesar? Would these be? They would, I guess, in that time, you would probably call them the bankers. If you believe any of the conspiracy things in our generation, who's the one who runs it, controls it, crushes economies, and pads their wallet before anybody else? The bankers.
Mhm. Yeah.
So if you believe, that history repeats itself, then a helicopter in an Egyptian tomb might not seem as wild as you would think.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Maybe all this has already happened.
Yeah.
But
Nor
the way I
would it
look
be
at
so weird for UFOs to be hiding in clouds just like this, just chilling.
Yeah,
Just
what
chilling.
if that actually, in fact, is the UFO in some kind of way?
But listen,
Yeah.
what if
And
that's
if that's
just
the
they
case,
God blowing rings? What if that's God just blowing rings from the blunt? Like ain't nobody else thought of that?
Is
it
it
might be.
this motherfucker hiding in a motherfucker just blowing bubbles and shit,
I
smoke
want to
bubbles.
see how big
Yeah.
God's blunt is.
Feet
He rolled
kicked
that
up,
motherfucker
watching us
perfect.
like,
I want
look
to
at
hit that
these
motherfucker.
motherfuckers here. I got to keep smoking. That's why you see more
Look,
clowns
see,
out there.
to
Reckon
me,
they
Earth,
Kim Trails. He's
show
stressed.
that picture again. Show that picture again. To me, that's an alien. That's a motherfucking Into the Dragon fan. Tell me that ain't Bruce Lee.
Oh shit! All right, hey, okay,
Motherfuckers
so
far aliens know who the fuck to mimic. I know that.
okay, so
They mimic Bruce Lee. They know they know some intelligence. They know which ass to kick. Man, listen.
so since let me ask you real quick.
This been one right here. Cause
Yeah.
I'm not that all in tune about it, but like I said, I share my little story and I can give that much insight as far as common sense go, whatever have you. But yeah, I really believe, man, they've been walking amongst us. You know what I'm saying? We just want to take for granted that who we say we is. We talking like we know we gonna always rule some shit because it was said. We run the air, the sea, in the water, in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Okay, why the fuck you having all these doubts? Why is this shit like he just said? Motherfuckers running around talking about the Wright brothers. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, the alien brothers done came up with this shit already. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck y'all coming up with? If anything, y'all got to be copying off a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, man, hell yeah.
And you brought up a really good point, Ace, with religion.
Not just us here.
Because aliens
and because
aliens are in direct conflict.
And how motherfuckers is brainwashed. You see now you got scientists and doctors trying to mimic the shit. Like,
bro, aliens are in direct conflict with Christianity. You cannot believe
that shit. These motherfuckers is building people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This shit was so good when it was just the lab rat. Then got them when the guy with the monkey, it still was good for a little finance. Then when the shit started stepping up, got them into curiosity, like, man, shit, such and such got 80 years, he gonna die in prison anyway, so let's try it on him. Fuck out of what they got to lose. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm paying attention to y'all. I'm listening to what y'all saying. I'm looking at what you've been posting since, man. I'm a strong believer. We not, we ain't by ourselves here. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I know I got kids by 2 of them. I'm certain of that. Hands down. Don't hold your head up. I ain't lying to you, man. I ain't gonna even say that name. I love the bitch. But still,
what was your point? Hey, man, you fucked up, man.
This
oh my god.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
What was you about to say? What was you about to say about
I can't hear you.
What was you about to say about Eil's point?
Well, he brought up religion, and I feel like maybe part of the big reason here is because aliens are in direct conflict with the biblical account of the creation of man, right? If man has dominion, and God created the earth and man, it says nothing about creating aliens or other planets or other forms of life. So all of a sudden, the largest collective of I'll call it understanding, historical understanding, human understanding, is going to be directly at odds with something that falsifies it immediately. And that's huge. So for the people who are deciding how to introduce this thing that will completely tear down Christianity or force it to change, which it's done, Christianity's done thousands of times. It's changed for the times. I mean, it is whatever. We're not going to get into religion too deep here, but
more on that later. Those
two things are in direct conflict. You can't do that easily. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen overnight. So maybe that's one of the big questions. Maybe that's one of the big reasons that the powers that do know are withholding it from us. Because there's millions and millions of people whose minds are literally going to be blown and their entire worldviews are going to be, picked apart.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing.
Flipped upside down. Hey man, I think we did a good deep dive on this one, man. We didn't get hit too hard with the algorithms. They didn't completely shut the stream down. So
5G didn't get me today. Not yet.
Yeah, so I think we did good, man. Let's see if we can do it the next episode, man. I thank y'all for paying attention to us, man. This is the 9th one, man. This is the 9th one. And I think it was a good one, man. I think we could always revisit this topic, the topic of extraterrestrials.
We'll definitely revisit it in 140 days when they make these drops, because they're coming.
Absolutely. I think there's always gonna be more information to take in when it comes to this topic.
It's coming,
and the fact that they tie UFOs to a fucking vaccine. But I'm the fucking conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Thank you, everyone. Thank everyone for paying attention to this stream. Thank you to my panelists, Ace, Ill, Sense, J Wall,
you ho,
and to my panelists that didn't get to make it tonight, Adrian Richardson. He was having technical difficulties. He's making a shoe. Yeah, he's making a shoe right now, though. But he was having issues getting connected. But we're gonna make sure that the next SGSTS show that we have, that he's in the house, he's in the building with us, and we're gonna be doing our thing. So I greatly appreciate everyone that paid attention to us. Please watch the rebroadcast of this. Please like, subscribe, and Casey, man, take us out with one of these videos, man.
What do we got here? Let's see.
You got anything good? Let's do the Russell Crowe on the news shit. Oh, wow. That's not too good.
Who that?
Like
There has been another UFO sighting, this time by Russell Crowe. The Academy Award-winning actor has posted this video on YouTube. What that thing just appeared? Whoa. Whoa. According to the actor, the time-lapse footage shows a UFO flying over the Royal Botanic Gardens in Sydney, Australia. Crowe joins a growing list of celebrity UFO witnesses that also include politicians like Jimmy Carter and Dennis Kucinich.
Echo 61, Tango, Roger, over. Oh, got it! Woohoo! Roger, there's troubleshooting. Moving target? Are you Vacs moving target? dude. Wow, look at that, man. Look at it fly.
What say, J Wall?
Watching these videos, man.
Lo que se ve de la estación espacial lo están filmando en este momento. Se puede ver la Tierra abajo. Ahí lo enfocan mejor. Está muy cerca el cilindro. Lo están viendo. Y desaparece de pronto. Ahí está la estación espacial y ahí está otra vez el cilindro. Podrán ustedes ver, esto de aquí no es algo filmado sobrepuesto ni nada, se ve clarísimo y están hablando y ahí está, enfocan al cilindro, clarísimo. Ustedes pueden ver que no es nada parecido a nada de lo que hay aquí en la Tierra.
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy. So, hey, man, the information is out there. The evidence is out there, whether you want to investigate it or not. Me personally, I can't speak for my panelists, but me personally, I would say something is definitely going on. And, you know, like I said, I deal with the conspiracies. I can put a document and a date to, you know. But with that being said, man, it's a great topic. We need to touch it again, man. And thank you for watching. Thank you to my panelists. Thank you, Mike Worry, for coming up and adding your thoughts to this topic. And until we do it again, man, everybody, somebody gotta say